Baby, you should know this. I ain't going, and I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober.
Hey babies, we're back again with another one. Today, as you read, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about a decision I made a long time ago. Not really a long time ago. This all happened while I was still living in Namibia. This is a story time about how I let my bestie, not really my bestie, but she was my homegirl, you know. And for you guys that know me, you know that if I do label you as one of my homegirls, you really my homegirl, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys how I let my homegirl smash my nigga, okay? So we're gonna start this off going way back. I actually need to grab me a glass. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna tell you way back what happened. Look, I met this girl now. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm not going to mention names because I just feel like it's a private matter, or not really a private matter anymore because it happened some time ago. It's kind of, I just don't want to put people's names in it because I'm not associated with the two people anymore, okay? Also, it's not about this issue. It is not about this issue, okay? I kind of cut her off because of other things she did that I was not willing to compromise with. So I'm gonna tell you a bit about my homegirl, okay? Let's call her Martha. No, not Martha. Let's call her Tammy. Let's call her Tammy because I just feel problematic people, their name are always Tammy. Tammy did something. Tammy. So let's call her Tammy, okay? And we're gonna call my ex Bob. He's not really my ex, okay? He's not really my ex because I didn't really put him out there to call him my ex, but we did date, okay? We were not in a committed relationship, but it was committed. Because I did not yet say yes. So I'm not going to say, yeah, this is my boyfriend, because I didn't say yes yet. At least that was known to the both of us. So let me tell you a little about my homegirl. So Tammy was an educator. I'm going to put out the specs because these are things that he liked. You understand what I mean? He liked an educated, beautiful woman. That's what he liked. And Tammy was that too. He liked me or fell for me because why? I'm educated and I'm beautiful. You understand what I mean? Those are one of the things he put out there. If I have to date you or sleep with you or anything, I need to be attracted by the outer side of you. Who are you? You understand what I mean? And he always said, I like an educated, beautiful woman that does everything for herself, you know, and the specs. And Tammy was that, okay? Tammy was beautiful. Like I said, Tammy was educated. Tammy also liked to have her shit back to back. That was Tammy, okay? She was that girl. When she walks in the room, you're gonna feel Tammy's energy. That was what Tammy was. You understand what I mean? So for Tammy, the reason why I kind of made her one of my homegirls, my close girls, is because Tammy would never lie to me, okay? Let's get that straight. Tammy would never lie to me. Tammy would tell me the truth about everything and anything. And one thing I loved about Tammy, she was straightforward. She don't sugarcoat nothing. She don't care about your feelings. She's going to tell you immediately, you know what? I don't like this. I'm not doing this. Let's get on with it. That was Tammy for you. Okay? That's why I had to bring her in my circle. There was just no way I'm letting go of such a person. You understand what I mean? So let me tell you a little bit about Bob now. Bob was my boyfriend. Or let me say, like I said, my person. And Bob really liked women that do things for themselves because he was a guy with money. Okay, Bob had money. Bob was kind of well known in the business side of everything. You know, not really social media, but business side of everything. He was well known, comes from a wealthy family, loves a beautiful, educated woman. Okay, loves a woman that does everything for herself, and that's why he fell for a woman like me. Okay, so at the end of the day, me and Bob's relationship was just perfect. Okay, it was wonderful. Anybody that would know who I'm talking about would know that it was wonderful. He did everything for me. He would take me out. You know, he was not even the type to complain. He would be like, you know what, baby? Here's the money. Take you and your girls, go. You know, sometimes he even wanted to fly me out, but I just felt like I didn't want to take all of these things and then at the end of the day tell him, no, I don't want a committed relationship with you. Because when it came to everything and anything, everything that we did in the relationship was consensual. I said, you know what? I like you, but I first want to find out who you are because people lie. I always tell you guys, people lie, okay? And I had to kind of make sure. Knowing me, I'm kind of well known where I come from, where I used to live in Namibia, capital city, Windhoek. I used to live there and I was kind of well known, you know, all over. So it was easier for me to find out if I wanted to know something about you. I could just call up someone and ask them, you know what? Give me the scope, okay? That was what I could do. And I kind of liked doing it. I do pause. I highly recommend you do it. People always want to tell you what they think you should know, not what you're supposed to know. You understand what I mean? And I just wanted to make sure I'm getting myself involved with the right person. So I had to kind of call around, find out, because he told me he only does business. So I wanted to find out what the hell this business was, because the money he was giving me was a lot. We are talking about a lot of money, okay? We're not talking about 1,000, 2,000 Namibian dollars. We're talking about 5 and above. He would always give me money to do anything. If he says, if you know, the lowest he has ever sent me was 3,500 Namibian dollars. That's the lowest he has ever sent me. And he literally sent me that money Monday morning. And he said, you know what? I just want you to do whatever you can do throughout the week. And the weekend, I'm going to give you more money. It's just I quickly got to do a couple of things. And I don't know how much that might take. I might reach my limit in time. Imagine, the excuse is not even that he does not have. The excuse is just he does not want to reach his limit because he got stuff to do. But the money is there. You understand what I mean? Nevertheless, Tammy was never really somebody that would take your man or would, you know, do funky stuff like that. She was kind of true to heart, and I like Tammy for that. You know, I love that about Tammy. And if me and Tammy still, if we really continued our relationship, we would have still been good friends. If she didn't do what she did, we would have still been good friends, because, you know, like niggas say, bros over hoes. That was me and Tammy. It was bros over hoes. You understand what I mean? So I didn't have a problem with Tammy being around my man. Tammy was actually the only woman around that man, because I don't trust women like that. Let me tell you one thing of a woman. Pause. Let me tell you one thing of a woman. I personally feel you should not trust any other woman around your man. There is a thin line between boundaries, jealousy, and being territorial, and then being really over excessive, being insecure. There's a thin line between those things. You understand what I mean? This is just a case of boundaries. Know your boundaries. My man is not your friend. You understand what I mean? That's my man. It's not your friend. Okay? You just know him because he's my man. And I'm your friend. That's it. Okay? So I always keep my man at a distance from all my girls, because girls these days with this generation, they kind of don't care how they break their friendship anymore, even if it's because of a man. And I really don't want that to be the case. I feel, show me your truth colors in another way. Please just do not step foot in my love life. So I'm not going to hand nobody the key to mess up my love life. I'm not going to do that. So I'll keep my man and my friends, keep them at a distance, okay? Wave hands from a distance. Don't come close to my thing, okay? But with Tammy, I trusted Tammy. You understand? Tammy just gave me that thing of, you can trust me, darling. You understand? Tammy just was not the type to fuck like that. Let me just put it like that. She was just never the type to fuck like that. But then at the end of the day, let me skip to the chase. So having dated this fine young man for, let me say, about 8-9 months, okay? At that point, I wasn't really getting any information about no, you know, funny type of business. It was all just legit, you know, cars and yada 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 and yada, and investments in other countries and stuff like that. Mind you, he was a little older than me. He was 31. Yeah, he was 31, you know, and stuff like that. Also, Tammy kind of knew him, okay? Tammy kind of knew him, but just because she had also dated somebody that dated him. But I already told Tammy, you know what? I don't know if I want to put this guy in a committed thing with me, because I was not at the time. This was not my catch. This was not what I was really going for. He had the money, he had everything, but there was a couple of stuff that I don't really want to get into, but there was a couple of stuff that I didn't think I want to compromise with stuff like this. So I was like, you know what? Let's just leave it where it is. It's fine. You understand? It's okay. But I was dragging him on. I was kind of dragging the thing on because I knew he liked me and I knew he really loved me. You know what? One thing about Bob really loved me and he liked me. And you know how I knew he liked me? He always told me, I like you. That's why I'm spending on you. And I'm not spending on you because it's an allowance. I'm spending on you because what? I'm investing in you. I like you. He always used to tell me, you know what, you Grace? I like you. And I love the fact that he liked me because he was showing me. Not just financially, he was showing me affection. He was, investing his time, his energy in me. He was kind of calling off other meetings just to see me in the morning. He was doing everything I wanted him to do. But there was a couple of things that I didn't like. And I told Tammy, and Tammy always said, you know what, girl? Try. Just try to compromise. And if you know me, I don't do well with compromises, okay? I don't do well with compromises. But anyway, Tammy knew about this. And at the time, Tammy did not have anybody, Tammy was also kind of going through her own financial issues and stuff like that. But like I said, I could trust Tammy, okay? Because here and there, I helped out Tammy. I helped her out with a couple of things. So yeah, yada, yada, yada. Fine. Hold on. Too good to be true. Too good to be true. This is Malibu anyway. Cut to the chase. Like I told you guys, we've dated for like 9 months. Tammy knew about everything that was happening. Yada, yada, yada. Fine. After a while, all of the time, me and Tammy hanging with a guy around, they kind of chat here and there. And, they're good. But she always makes it clear that they are good at a distance. She don't want no people's mans close to her and stuff like that. But then there was this weekend. My darling, there was this weekend that he gave me money and he was like, you know what, take Tammy. You and Tammy go. Okay? I want you guys to go. I want you guys to have fun. You understand? We're going to meet Sunday because that weekend, I didn't really want to hang with him, but he wanted to hang with me. But I was like, you know what? I want to hang with Tammy alone. So you go with your friends and we're going to meet Sunday. Fine. But then every night, I went to sleep by his place, and then in the morning he would drop me at Tammy's, and me and Tammy would have a day, and just like that until Sunday. This started off on a Friday. I don't remember the exact date, but I know it was in the month of April. And that Friday, like I said, he gave me money, and he was like, you know what, Mama, spend. I took Tammy. He dropped me in town, and me and Tammy went shopping. My darling, we went shopping like crazy. Me and Tammy were buying clothes. Let me tell you what, we were buying everything we wanted to do. Buying everything we wanted, buying clothes, jewelry. It was just a nice time. You understand what I mean? Fine. When Sunday came, Sunday was the day we wanted to have, a little cookout at one of his bros' house, just hang out, just kind of sundown and whatnot, because I was going to spend like extra 2 days with him. During this time, as we're having fun, my man is that side, I'm this side, Tammy is that side, all the other guys are around us and stuff like that. They kind of interact, okay? But it's nothing really to be alarmed of. It's not like they're going to a corner, going to sit down, having, their conversations and stuff like that. No, everybody's just having open conversations. Everything is fine. But one thing I liked that he did mention, but then there was one thing he always used to mention back then, and he used to always say, you know what, I like the fact that you hang with Tammy because Tammy is the type of woman you are. You guys, you have that similarity, and I like it. You both are independent, beautiful, educated women. You always used to use those terms, beautiful, educated woman. Okay. So after that Sunday, me and Tammy, I kind of went to drop Tammy off, and mind you, I was driving illegally, so whatever. I went to drop Tammy off. That was around 2:12 midnight, and as I'm driving with Tammy in the car, Tammy tells me, and one thing about Tammy, when she tells me something, you better listen, bitch. Guess what Tammy was, okay? Tammy went on and said, you know what, Grace? I want to tell you something. At that time, I'm kind of impatient. I'm like, because when Tammy says she want to say something and just doesn't openly say it in the air without having to tell you that she's about to tell you something, then you better know that's serious, okay? So at that point, I'm kind of nervous because I'm like, okay, Tammy, speak. And she's like, Grace, you know what? I know Bob loves you. He does everything for you. He's always with you. You know, he don't mind doing anything for you, and that's how I know he loves you. He really cares for you. And I'm like, girl, thank you. But what do you really want to tell me? Okay? And she proceeds and she says, you know what? Regardless of how he feels towards you, I know he loves you, but he likes me. At that point, I told Tammy, you know what, Cece? Pause. Wait, let me drink. I told her, you know what, Cece? What are you actually telling me? What are you actually telling me? She's like, you heard me. I said he loves you, but he likes me. People are allowed to like other. It's just your partner doesn't tell you. You know how many relationships would break, how many insecurities would be led up if your partner tells you how many people he likes. It doesn't mean because he loves you, he doesn't like other people. He just don't love them. He loves you. But he can like other people just by looking at them and being like, oh, I like her. She's beautiful. That's it, you know. But she told me, Grace, he likes me. Reason why I can see how he looks at me sometimes. I can see this stuff. One thing about Tammy is she never brought me problems. None of this problem this bitch has been bringing me this whole time. She never brought me problems. Never. Okay? She stay out the way. She stay clear. She stay out of everything. So for me, that was kind of alarming when she told me that, because I know one thing about Tammy, she gonna tell me the truth. That's one thing I know about Tammy. Man, she gonna tell me the truth regardless. Regardless of anything. She's always gonna tell me the truth. And that was kind of alarming to me, because I was like, Tammy, how you know? She like, I first had to make sure. Now, one other thing of Tammy is she's gonna take her time. Okay? One reason why I believed her instantly is because one thing about Tammy is she just don't go off this one-time experience. She gotta check back. She gotta make her rounds just to make sure what she's saying or what she knows is true. Even if you tell Tammy a story, she gonna be like, but she gonna run back to her sources just to find out if this is true. So I knew at that point that Tammy really made sure that this was legit before she opened her mouth and told me this. So when Tammy told me, you know, I know he love you, but he like me because I see how he looks at me every time. I know when a guy likes me. I know how he looks at me. You understand what I mean? But I felt as a real bitch, I'm going to tell you what it is. Because I know you're not in a committed relationship with this man. So I just felt as a friend, why not tell you? It's better me telling you than him doing this with somebody else that wouldn't even have the guts or the audacity to tell you this. So as a friend, I just felt like it's rightful for me to tell you this, because that's what friends are. That's where I saw that me and Tammy's friendship was legit. It was, nobody could tell me anything about Tammy, man, because she proved her friendship and her loyalty so many times, and I haven't even asked her to do it. You understand what I mean? I could attest her for her loyalty at any time. Never. You understand? She was always out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. So when Tammy told me this, I was shocked, but like I said, I believed her because I know she does her round back. She gotta confirm what she knows. So I was like, Tammy, you sure? She's like, bitch, I'm sure. Grace, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I know the way he looks at me. I know the way he looks at me. And you know, at that point, it started making sense because he always says, I like the fact that you are friends with Tammy because you guys have the same character. You guys are the same person. So it kind of made sense to me how he would really like her, because why? We are kind of the same person. You understand? There was no reason for him not to like her because why? Tammy was a beautiful woman. You understand what I mean? Tammy was educated and Tammy was beautiful. Never forget those words. Okay? She was everything he saw in me, he was seeing her. Probably even better. So at that point, I was like, she was telling me the facts already. She was already telling me what I told her and how the situation was between me and Bob. So she told me already, you know what? You're not in a relationship with this person. Nothing is committed with you and Bob. You understand what I mean? And you have your reasons why. Because I already told her in between the months that I don't think I'm going to make this guy my guy. I just think he got everything I would want, but doesn't really have everything I would need. You understand what I mean? And the need is greater than the want. You understand what I mean? And I was like, yeah. She was like, I get to understand what you mean, but do you want this man? I said, no. She was like, okay, because I don't know how far our friendship goes, but Or at least to you. I don't know how far our friendship goes. That's what she's telling me. And I'm like, you know what, Tammy? This could have happened with anybody behind my back. And I feel like I would have felt so bad if it happened behind my back. She's telling me this. She did not approach him, did not talk to him about anything, but she knows what she knows. So at that point, I was like, you know what, Tammy? What do you want to do? She's like, if you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. We can test the water. Now, you know one thing about me and water. We go well together, okay? Me and water, we go kind of well together. So I was like, you know what, Tammy? Let's test the water then. Let's see if what you're saying is legit. We made a bet and we said, if it's legit, then you can as well as just fuck him. Because what the hell, man? It's no difference because I'm never gonna wife him anyway. Not actually wife. I'm never gonna make him my boyfriend anyway. Like, I was already kind of drifting apart. Like, you know what? When Tammy said that, my heart kind of dropped and shifted away from him. Because like I said prior, he has everything I want, but not everything I need. And a need is greater than a want. So I was like, I'm ready to lose this anyway. If you like other women while I'm here in a position trying to consider dating you or being in a committed relationship with you, and you trying to like other people like that, especially my friend, then maybe we are not supposed to like be, you know, like that. Because now I know that even if I do make you my boyfriend, you gonna see my friend like that. Because why? She's me. You see her and me. You see me and her. Type of situation. You understand what I mean? So it's kind of gonna be a funny situation for them to kind of hang out knowing that he likes her like that. You understand what I mean? But then I wanted to know, the reason why we made that bet is because I wanted to know how far this liking goes for her. A nigga can like you, but he never gonna smash you. He never gonna really talk to you like that. And then there's a nigga that likes you that's actually gonna fuck the brains out of you. That's what they gonna do. You understand what I mean? So I wanted to know, where is this gonna go? If it's just the thing of, I just like you because you like my woman. You understand what I mean? You kind of have similarities like my woman. That's why I kind of like you, because I see there's a few things that she has that I see in you, and I like women like that. But it's not like I want to be with you or I would smash you. And I wanted to see what it was before I actually decide to go forth with this nigga. So the thing about Tammy is, Tammy likes to take chances too. And Tammy is good with water. So I was like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to test if he's actually going to want to be with you. And if he does, and you want to fuck him, Tammy, then fuck him. But then at the end of the day, if this is more than just a liking, then at least I saved myself and I saved him. Mind you, I'm not really a dramatic... Okay, let me not even say I'm not a dramatic type, because, baby, it just depends how far you test me, how far you push me. But then with this guy, I was just ready to say, you know what? I know you like her like that, you know? And I know what this is. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it's not going to work. You got to go to who you like and who you want to be with like that. You cannot be with me and think about smashing another woman like that. That's not going to happen. Because we were already doing it anyway. So days went by and Tammy kept asking me every day, you know, are you serious? Are you ready to like test the waters to see if he's legit and shit like that? And I was like, you know what, Tammy, relax. Relax. Huh? Let's see what this guy wants. Because I'm not willing to waste my time. Imagine if he also likes other people like that. This is how people start cheating. This is how people start cheating. You know what? I still do not regret what I planned with Tammy about this guy and stuff like that. I just feel I saved myself a bullet, because he's going to see another woman that's doing better than me, that's beautiful, much more educated than me. And then what? I want to lose my man to that? I don't want that. If you ain't solid, baby, you don't see liquid in my name, do you? So anyway, when Tammy decided, you know what, we gonna do this on a weekend and yada yada yada, I was like, you know what, it's the best chance, because I had a makeup business going for myself. If you knew, I was a makeup artist, so that was the best excuse I could use to say, you know what, I'm busy this weekend, I cannot make it this weekend, you know, but anyway, I'm gonna see when I can come through, so you and Tammy could just, you know, go forth and whatever. You guys can hang out while I work, and when I'm done working, I will come find you guys, because she's bored at home. That was a perfect, you know, excuse and stuff like that. He didn't even ask me, oh, do you feel comfortable, yada yada yada, because we've been together for so long, seeing each other for so long, and he knows Tammy has been my friend for so long. So at the end of the day, it wasn't really like, oh, do you trust Tammy around me, yada yada yada, because nigga liked her. So they went out. They were at, what's this place? I think Joe's Beers. And it was drinking beer and stuff and stuff and stuff. So at the end of the day, he even called me while they were together. And he was like, you know what, Tammy just pulled up. We just gonna hang out. Please let me know where you are at last so I can go pick, so we can go pick you up and hang out, you know, because, you know, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I will let you guys know, but if I don't make it, just make sure you drop Tammy home safe and sound. We probably go hang the next day in the afternoon, because if I do get home late, I'll be tired and I'll just go back to sleep. So don't mind if I don't answer your call. That's what I told him, just to kind of give him that space to say, okay, if anything happens and I don't call her, she won't like feel some type of way, because anyway she was tired and sleepy. Fine, fast forward, they drinking, they, you know, conversating, doing whatever, eating out, doing whatever. So it's like, it comes to like 10 o'clock at night, and he calls me and he's like, you know what, you're good. And no, wait, he did not call me. She called me to ask me. Mind you, we were chatting in between. She called me to ask me, hey girl, you gonna come or what's happening? Because I don't know. I think we just gonna have a couple of shots and then we gonna, you know, he's gonna drop me. And I was like, you know what, girl, I'm tired, man. Just enjoy you guys' night. If you guys feel like partying more longer, just do whatever you guys do. I want to see you guys tomorrow a little bit later. And she was like, okay, cool. She put off the phone, and I knew it was about to go down. I just knew. You know, one thing about me, when I am involved with a nigga like that, I just know. I just knew it was gonna go down, you know. But at that point when Tammy was telling me what she told me, I didn't really think it was gonna go down until the day it went down. You feel what I'm saying? So they apparently drank a couple of shots, and then he asked, you know, if you want to continue this at my house because it's close by, we could do it, and then you could sleep in the spare room, whatever, man, or I could drop you home or call you a dial cab, whatever. She was like, you know what, let's just go. We're gonna figure out that bridge when we get there. They was drinking, and they started talking about it. Now the thing that Tammy did, she recorded the conversation. Me and Tammy already talked, and I told Tammy, if you guys are gonna fuck each other, then fuck each other. Just make sure you don't go out of that house without a penny. Okay? You don't go out of that house without a penny, baby. This is business now. If this shit goes through, this is automatically business. This is not gonna be a, it's my And this is only if you really also want to smash him. This was Tammy's type of guy too, mind you. I wasn't hurt. Let me be very honest with you guys. I wasn't kind of hurt, because this was what I kind of think I was kind of searching for. If this was the type of guy that would do that to me, because I'd rather find out things like this than get cheated on. It's the part of getting cheated on that really breaks me, than having to find out something and then dodge the bullet. You understand what I mean? When I tell you guys, friendship goes a very long way. Not to say I'm going to let her fuck my other niggas or something like that. I just needed to test out this one. Something about this guy was just always a little bit off. It was full, but something was just always off, you know. And luckily, I nailed him with this. You understand what I mean? So perfect little nigga Bobby, speaking to my friend, you know, they're conversating, they all booed up, you know, and stuff like that. They start talking, you know, about how if he loves me. And he told her, you know, one thing about a man is he's gonna tell you straight, I have a woman, but I like you. Those are the men that you know. That's why Tammy said, I know Bob loves you, but Bob is another type of Bob. Okay? He loves you, he's gonna be with you, he's gonna do whatever for you, but if he kind of likes and he sees a gap, he's also going to take the gap if he can. And that's what Bob did. You understand? He took the chance when it presented itself. So Bob, on the other hand, was feeling Tammy. You know, he kind of went with the flow with Tammy. And they end up kissing and fucking, right? They end up kissing and fucking. They end up doing everything. And she got her bag. She got her bag. You know, she made sure that this nigga now, not that she blackmailed him. She just said, I need money. Like, I need money. And obviously he would give because he wouldn't want to hear anything like, oh, I would tell Grace and stuff like that. But in the morning, he did say, you know what? I don't know if I made a mistake. I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I do know I like you. But I love Grace. I love Grace and I want to be with her. She's just taking really time to commit to me fully and stuff. He did explain everything to her and she got all that shit on tape too. Tammy's sleek. Tammy, very sleek, but she's a good friend to have. It's just I cannot mention her name just because privacy policy and shit like that. I take that into consideration a lot. But when Tammy came back, she said, you know what, girl? It happened. He smashes good. You've been smashing a good guy. I'm like, yeah. So he's actually like that. She was like, yeah. He just don't like me as in I have a girl. I just like you. Nothing further. He likes me to an extent where he's going to fuck me in a house where he fucked you. And I was like, yeah, that kind of bothers me. That kind of really bothers me that he liked you to that extent where he was sexually attracted to you because, I mean, he slept with you. And I just feel like if I'm sexually attracted to somebody, I would sleep with him. If not, I wouldn't. You understand what I mean? But like I said prior, I wanted to see to the extent his like went. What was the like situation? You know, I wanted to confirm Tammy's words. And I confirmed it. So he called me after a day only, and then he called me and said he was hungover and he really had a lot of things to do. That's why he didn't get back to me, yada, yada, yada. He even asked me, is there anything you need? I'm like, no, you know, I was keeping the energy the same. I'm like, no, I don't need anything. I still got a few cash left. And he's like, when do I get to see you? And I'm like, I will just make sure my schedule is kind of set. And that was a fucked up thing I said because I never talk about schedule with this guy. Never. Okay, I just say, you know what? I will make time for you. Let's meet when. Because I was self-employed. I was a makeup artist. So I could make up my own time schedule. You understand what I mean? And that was already alarming for him. He asked me, did my friend say she got home safe? Tammy now. And I said, oh yeah, she called me and she said, oh, it was good. You guys drank and you dropped her later off at night and whatnot. And I was like, thank you for dropping Tammy. And he was like, oh, she said that. And I was like, yeah. I was like, wow. What else would she tell me? And he's like, oh, no. I just wanted to know if she said because she might have been uncomfortable. I don't know. And I'm like, no, everything is good. But babe, I'll call you now. So I put up the phone and I called Tammy. And I'm like, oh man, Tammy, it's kind of hitting me right now what's actually happening. Because I'm like, I've been active and seeing this person for like 9 months. It's been a long time. We've been seeing each other every day for those 9 months. It feels like a freaking long time. But it's only hitting me now because I'm like, I don't mind the decision I made because at the end of the day, once you make a decision, you got to go with it fully. Okay. And what it was is we wanted to see what extent his liking was for Tammy. You understand? And I'm just kind of glad it happened with somebody I know. And I could confirm it with somebody I know instead of having to find out later, oh, he cheated on me for how long? And I'm just been thinking I'm the main girl here because I was about to make this guy my man. Like my man. No other man. This is my only man. I was about to put him on the internet. I was about to put him on my lock screen. So just think about that. So at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? It's cool. It's fine. I'm just going to wait until I kind of chill and process the whole thing. And then I'm going to call him, sit with him, you know, just go out for a couple of drinks. And I'm going to tell him, you know what? I just feel you need to go where you're happy. Go. I want you to be with somebody in a situation, relationship, whatever. And you feel that you don't need to want any other person. Like, I don't want to be with a man that is also sexually attracted to other women. I don't want to be with somebody like that because it would just break my heart to know that my man would fuck other people like that. You understand? Like, it just puts me in a very prone position. It's going to have me having sleepless nights at night. And I was just like, when I'm in love, I told him, when it comes to love, there's the rules don't differ. You understand what I mean? And if I'm in love, I'm never sexually attracted to any other man. I don't even like other men. Man, you could be how cute. I would never even see you like that because why? I love my man. I love me some my man. That's what I like. And I just told him, I don't think he saw me like that. And he was like, like that. So at the end of the day, I took my couple of days. I processed this. Me and Tammy was still cool. I did not feel any way towards Tammy. I told her, you know what? Loyalty stands, and I was the one that made the choice. It was not Tammy. Tammy just kind of gave me the idea. I made the choice if I wanted to do this with Tammy or not. And I told Tammy we're always going to be cool, because there is sometimes that things like this do happen, and it's okay. You just don't find friends that allow you to do it, because I kind of know how it feels for a woman, but then at the end of the day, I was kind of thinking bigger. I was thinking bigger. Like I said, I did not want to be in a relationship with somebody that is sexually attracted to other women like that. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if I'm having sex like that with you. Like, who says he has not been sleeping with somebody else? Who says? Nobody says. This is all I could find out from the situation. So, a few days passed. I called him to the same Joe's Beers where they were drinking, because it was kind of closer to where I was at the time. And we ended up sitting there, you know, talking. And I asked him, do you love me? And he says, you know I do. I show that to you every day. And I said, I love you too. At least I think I did. And then he asked me why. And he looked me dead in my eye, and I could see that he knew what I was about to say. And I said, you know what? Don't hate Tammy. If you want to hate anybody, hate me. Because I put Tammy to the test to see how much you like her, and you fucked her. And he looked me dead in the eye. He did not blink. I told him, just relax. I'm not angry, because I set this up to see what you're capable of doing. Because everybody has a choice. Everybody makes choices. You understand what I mean? I don't hate Tammy, because, like I said, I made the decision. And I told him everything. I told him she did record everything. I know this is new to you. I know this never happened to you. And he was like, yeah, this never happened to me. And I was like, yeah, because I just wanted to make sure who I'm with. I don't want to put you in a position where we're so tight and I love you so much to a point where you break me with such things. Like, who have you not been fucking other than what I orchestrated myself? You know, because at the end of the day, you gonna love me, yeah. But how much do you like her to? You liked her to an extent that you had to fuck her, and he was just like, okay, I like her. Yeah, I like her. I love you, Grace, but I like her. I liked her to an extent. He confirmed everything for me. It's not I was sitting there and just bashing at him and stuff like that. He confirmed it and said it. Yeah, I liked her. At first, I liked her to a point where I wouldn't even touch her. But later on, seeing how she moves and stuff like that, I was like, I really liked her. And that I kind of liked her sexually too. Even though I haven't slept with her, and I did sleep with her, and I'm sorry for that. And I said, you know what? Don't be sorry. I just want you to be in a position with somebody where you don't even see other woman like that. That is love, 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 love. Because I love like that. And I just feel somebody should love me like that too. He understood everything. He did say, if I did put him in a committed relationship earlier, it would have never happened. But I was like, nah, I just feel everything is a choice, and it's up to you. You choose how things are going to go at the end of the day. You could have easily said, you know what? I like you, but I feel this is wrong, man. I just feel I should not be in a position with Grace sexually, and then I could do something with you, but I don't want to be the person to split a friendship, and I don't want to split with Grace because of stuff like this, because of temporary lust. But he said he did like her enough to want to sleep with her. And I said, you know, and then that's why I never felt guilty about my decision. That's why I never felt like it was wrong for me to do what I did, because I saved myself a bullet, and I put him in a position to educate himself on where he really wants to be with women in his life. And he said, you know what? Thank you. I know this was mind-blowing. I don't even know how you got me right, but thank you for doing whatever you did and whatnot. I still want to be with you. I love you. I would not really forget about you anytime soon, but what do we do henceforth? And I was like, we're not in a relationship, so I don't think you have to worry about breakups and stuff like that. All he said was, you know what? You are an amazing woman, and I thank you. I just don't want you to do this to another nigga because other people won't think it's a joke. And I was like, yeah, I understand, but I had to take a chance. I had to see what I'm getting myself into. So at the end of the day, he did ask me if he would want to have, if something would come up and he has something with Tammy. I said at the end of the day, that got nothing to do with me. That got everything to do with you and Tammy. Y'all already fucked. Y'all can do whatever you want to do. That has nothing to do with me. This is the type of person I am. When I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Okay? Tammy was my girl. Never get this wrong. Tammy was my girl. But you guys, she was not my best friend. I have 2 best friends only my whole life. Tammy was my good friend. Somebody I could bring around. Somebody that would know stuff about me, but not everything. But she was my good friend. Okay, somebody I could call up and be like, you know what, Tammy, this is what's happening right now. Yeah, there's levels to this friendship. That's why I allowed it with Tammy, you know. But if it was my best friend, it would have never happened. They would have never even suggested a disgusting thing like that. Although it wasn't disgusting at the time, I mean, it worked. We all got what we wanted out of it. But I just told them, if you want to continue with it. 4 or 5 months after that, I don't know what happened, but I just know Tammy kind of did something to me, or spoke the wrong information to the wrong person, and I cut her off because it kind of went everywhere. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to mess with you no more because that was just foul of you. And she understood that I wanted to stay away, and she just stood away from me. She did contact me recently. That's how I remember this whole story. She kind of contacted me recently, but my thing is, I do not recruit old friends. Once you move that way, you are forever gonna move that way. I don't care. Okay, I just did not care. So that is what happened with me and Tammy. And I know if Tammy sees this, she's probably gonna be like, this fucking bitch. But it's fine. It's fine. You know, like, I am still kind of friends with Bobby. We still do talk here and there. I don't know what's happening in his life right now because I just don't care, you know. But I just know some girl out there is chopping his money and really giving him a hard time. I just don't know who, but yada yada, let life be. But anyway, that's the end of me and my Bobby and Tommy story. If you guys want more story times about my freaky life, then let me know in my comments down below. Girl, y'all know what to do. Comment, share, like, leave those comments down below, and I'll see you soon again.
Baby, you should know this.